Hello, Sebillian tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenonauts X Division with me, BlueAnkylo. Today, we've got a team versus a shot-down Sebillian battle cruiser. I am very hopeful that we find a weapon sergeant, and I think it makes sense on the ground attack that they might have one. Now, he may have already died, but I do need to keep doing these until we eventually get one, so let's start with this today. The last mission was just a cargo ship, a construction ship to build a base, a supply ship, a medium ship even, and it had a Sizen weapon sergeant, so it's just a matter of not getting bad luck. Also, we get to do an Arctic mission. Isn't that great? Now, we definitely want to make sure we can capture the bad guys, you know, the drill. I seem to recall I didn't spend a whole lot of time prepping for these missions. So if it looks like we're missing important stuff, you know, that's probably all it is. Blue just got his team built a little bit quicker than usual. It's an Ankylo theory, anyway. You know, we've still got some pretty good stuff all in all. I should probably have that down there. Yeah, we're bringing some sonic weapons, and I think the sonic weapons will look... I think they will match up really well against the Sebillians. You know, rapid fire is good, but sometimes just one really high damage or whatever is a nice, efficient way to get a kill. Anyway, that looks ready. So where are we? We're near the bottom left corner. Bottom corner, anyway. Relatively narrow map, but it's a long and narrow map. But it's only a battle cruiser, not a dreadnought or battleship. So let's try to keep the forward door closed so that we are able to hide if we need to. And I'll do my standard one scout to each side, flyer to look up if we need them, and we'll figure everyone else out sort of as things develop. I think tank can come out this side. It actually might be smarter to open this wall from this angle, just because, well, they're not... I guess it might be equidistant. We'll see. Let's see how it looks. So far, so good. Take a step out there, Blood Angel, don't die. We found ourselves one generic Tier 5 guy. This seems like the sort of thing that could be a job for Xenonauts. Of course, I blocked him by the tree. There you go. Bam. Now, Sebillians are supposedly high in kinetic defense. Psh. They got nothing on Xenonauts. Hey, they put us right on the wall that time. That doesn't happen very often. Alright, this corner looks safe. To the next corner. Another Sebillian guard. Okay. I'm going to say no cat on this side. No Xenonauts. That's probably what we do is suppress with energy. No more cover. Did a bit of damage. Didn't suppress them. But now the power of the pulse. I mean... Okay, 51 damage. The power of Sonic fails you. How about the power of antimatter? Yeah, that... I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So that was the Mark II. It did 50 damage with low accuracy, low range. It's supposed to have like 150 or 160 energy damage. Now, it could have rolled low. If it's 150, the minimum damage is like 75. And if he's got like 20 or 30 energy resistance, you know, that would get you down to 40 or 50. But that's not great. That's why I only built one. Alright, we got some Reaper. Okay, I got a plan for this Reaper. I know. Just throw it on the ground. I wonder if it will charge at us or try to, like, stomp somebody through a wall. Or if we should just fly over and shoot him anyway. Well, 220 damage. Okay, new crazy idea. The craziest idea you've ever had. We're gonna make a wall behind the wall. So I think he'll try to come in through this way, and then we'll get shotgun. Or he'll go after the tank, and then it doesn't really matter. Genius, right? Ah, it's a genius move. The only person he can attack is someone with a shotgun or the tank. Did you get a jackpot? Oh, you got a baby jackpot. Only a roll of 17, yeah. 18 is the best roll you can get with 3d6. Alright, we got a killer tank. Probably a Harridan sniper. Sebillian heavy or something. Oh! Booyah! Harridan sniper again. Alright, well that... I always feel good when my plans work, so that was nice. How about... How about... Bam! Okay, by the way... that was a full health Zeta Reaper, and this sonic energy weapon, of which they're usually particularly defensive against, just one-shot them, no joke. So... don't give up on Sonic yet. The Mark IIIs, they're still doing a lot of damage. Now, most of the enemies were firing from over here. Okay, long-range jerk sniper. Xenonauts. No more long-range jerk sniper. We either run further forward or we just sort of let them shoot at us at long range. For now, we let them shoot at us from long range. I'm still afraid of Reapers. Yeah, the Zeta Reaper is not actually as well defended, but he still has a lot of HP. The main thing is a lot of HP. Ah, why not? Get out there, mongrel. We can't just play chicken. This is A-team. Besides, what I really will be doing is putting the power armor up front. A little bit more vision. See? You know. If we can kill the Harridan snipers, that will make it a lot safer to move up. Significantly safer. These, you know, these Arctic maps are always a little bit interesting. Hopping between trees in the middle of nowhere. Remember, don't kill the weapon sergeant. Blue. Don't kill weapon sergeants. Now, there's probably not any outside of the UFO. They're usually not, but it's just very important for me to remember. My snipers are in position. My power armor has begun moving up. Sure, why not? Oh yeah, that was where Encarta was going to go. Oh well. Okay. Another Harridan. They're everywhere. Fortunately, kinetic weapons and fire weapons don't do very much against Ripper armor. I really hope... I'm not even 100% sure, but Ripper armor was a phase 3 armor. I am still hopeful that there's an upgrade to Ripper for the final phase. I believe there is, but, you know, I don't know. Get him. 5 hits out of 24, you know? If this weapon just shot a normal minigun amount of bullets, it would probably be pretty good. The problem is more that it shoots 24, not compared to how much damage it does, or how... Like, it's not very accurate, but most miniguns aren't. If it shot 40 or 50, it would probably be a fine gun, actually. Because some enemies are quite weak to this stuff. I think if I was balancing miniguns, that's what I would do. Just add some damage to it, basically. Or add some bullet projectiles to it. Okay, this is what the snipers are for. Of course, when you can hit things with snipers, what you really want is a pulse sniper. Oh no, we missed a 95 or 88, whatever. Still, 4 shots, 3 hit, that's dead. I wonder if we'll ever get something as awesome from one of these. Well, if you want that one to survive, we're gonna have to heal them, because I'm pretty sure they're bleeding out. I would think there's still probably some more Reapers out there, just because you know, we've killed a couple. I wouldn't expect that to be all of them. Let's get that tank as far as it can go. Time to move up, BlueAnkylo. Oh, enemy tank. Yeah, I should have known that. I heard this tank firing at us from a long way away, so shouldn't surprise anyone. Every time I hear these Doom songs, I think, maybe I should pick up Doom Eternal one of these days. Been so busy with this game. Haven't had time for new releases. Is everyone, like, super excited about Chimera Squad? Chimera Squad's coming out tomorrow or today? I don't know, depends on what time it is. Probably today now. We can't do it because we only can do one shot. Well, now maybe we can hit him. What is Chimera Squad? It's XCOM 2, but more like an RPG. Dang it, it didn't kill him. It did do a lot of damage, and that was still a pretty good shot. It's more like traditional sniper rifles than pulse. I think the reason the pulse sniper is so good is because it's uniquely accurate at long range and rapid fire. No other sniper rifle is like that. Compared to other sniper rifles, like, say, Gauss, this is still really good. It's currently out for $10, yeah. That sounds right. Will I speedrun it? I mean, I assume it's going to be pretty bad, personally. So I'm not... My speedrun is like, don't even open it up. But, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked at it too much. Maybe it'll be cool. It kind of reminds me of like a mobile game, honestly. Like, sure, it's coming out on PC, but it looks like it's dumbed down and Maybe not exactly like pay to win gotcha style, but still like pretty darn casual. I think the big thing that turned me off was like, oh yeah, there he is. I think the big thing that turned me off really quickly was, it looks like, man, those snipers. This is the trouble with these Arctic maps. It seems like in Chimera Squad, there's really no squad management. You get characters like an RPG, and if any of them die, you reload your game. Not like you chose to save scum, just like that's it. There's no other option. Like game over if someone dies. And it's kind of weird. So as you can see, although they're not particularly high armor, they do have a lot of HP. $600 damage. 200 damage. Boo! Man, imagine once we get the next tier of cannon weapons. It's gonna be so awesome. This is not very safe. I'll admit it. Do it! 4 hits out of 6 was really good. Too bad we didn't blow it up. Pay $1 to open up a bot and give it a hat. Uh-oh. I didn't think it was going to be Team Fortress 3. Okay, well, there's still somebody in there we can't see. Zep took a bit of a hit there from some sniper. It's probably my own fault for having him exposed, but... Hey, you know what? Good job there, Mr. Goss Minigun. And what we can do is reload for not that many. Well, and not quite take an aim shot, but you could still take a shot. Just, you know, that one didn't work out. I mean, there's always antimatter. Okay, I get it. I get it. Antimatter is good game. Thank you. Trying to make a case for some of the other weapon technologies. You're not making it easy for me. Okay, let's get Zep out of the way. One of the less armored people. Warder, sure, is tier 4 armor, but it's not a very big upgrade over the old Sentinel armor. This Guardian stuff, the green stuff, is much better than the pink-purple stuff. Be nice to get vision on whoever was shooting us. Given the angles, I bet you this is all safe enough. Because whatever's shooting us is probably shooting us from the mouth of the UFO, the entrance door. Yeah. I'm going to try. This is more of a suppression shot than it actually hit something. But I think there's a reasonable chance that would have suppressed a little bit. And that'll make my job a little easier next turn. Too far back for sonic rifles. Really, at this point, we're too far back for pretty much anyone that's not, like, antimatter sniper, maybe. Don't kill the weapon sergeant. I guarantee you that pulse minigun didn't kill the weapon sergeant. But thank you for helping to remind me. Note to self: don't kill weapon sergeant. But to help suppress things, I shall fire many, many lasers. It's not going to kill anything. Kill the weapon sergeant. Don't you guys want to see like new tanks and like railgun weapons? You got to catch the weapon sergeant if you want railguns. Another Reaper. Funny. Well, it's in a pretty good spot. Not going to be easy to kill him. Let's see if our antimatter pistol can finish off this mortally wounded 95% shot. Blood Angel! Are you... Come on. Come on. 2 95s in a row. Thank you. You still didn't kill him, though. Alright, he is very tanky. I give you credit. Gotta give the tank credit. Knows how to tank. Took 3 shots from my tank to kill it, plus a bunch of damage from other people. as if any other tank could ever surpass BlueAnkylo. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Ah, that was pretty sweet. Some pro gamer moves there, that's for sure. Alright, let's see if we can get some eyes on that door. There is nothing outside. They're just all in the ship, sniping at us from good cover when they feel like it. So that means we should be able to move up as long as they don't have shots on us. Which means these guys over here just charge on up. Charge on up. Charge. Next turn on up. Sebillians, right? You know, grenades. Last time, they threw a grenade from here over the wing and, you know. But that should be okay. And, yeah, out of vision. Everybody else is going to end up going this way. Should be the safest way to approach, in my estimation. Okay, well, we're moving. Making waves. Gotta find that weapon sergeant. I mean, gotta kill that weapon sergeant. If I remember correctly, the hyperwave decoder said only 1 tank on this mission, so there shouldn't be any more surprise tanks. Sometimes I've definitely found them hiding behind the UFO or near it, because they get stuck and they can't really go move up. Okay, so just casually moving on up to through the Arctic. For now, where's my anti-man minigun? Anti-man minigunner. Anti-gun antimatter. Is it that late? We're getting to that point again. Anti-man matter gunner. The best tank's the one stuck in a wall incompletely. Yeah. Yeah, there's been some glitches with that for sure. Enemy placement is tricky. What's my favorite FF character? That's a pretty good question. Don't know if I have a single favorite character. Let's see, what would make sense? Yeah, we're gonna let the tank it. Clearly not the Tower of Magi version, that song. Riku? I don't think mine is Riku. Let's see. I mean, I have favorite characters from various games. Look at all those. See, there's still when I shot my pulse minigun over here twice, the Sebillians by the door did get suppressed. They're still crouched down from it. It worked. I mean, Sid is in almost every single Final Fantasy game there is. Almost all of them. So these are just regular dudes. That means time for big money. Stop it. Stop. What are you guys doing here? Seriously? Just you. Come on now. We just snuck around the corner. You got like 15 Overwatches. Friggin' jerks. Alright, here you go. What do you think? Should we build some more antimatter cannon Mark IIIs? I mean, this doesn't happen very often, but boy, when it does. Who's building, you know, a sonic cannon or a plasma cannon? Psh, psh. I didn't really answer the question though. Is Sid not in a Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy 1. There's no Sid in the original NES version. Other than that, no, I don't think he's in everything else. Yeah. Final Fantasy 2, he's the first, he's got the airships, I'm pretty sure. Final Fantasy 3, Sid is like... I'd have to like really think about it, but I'm pretty sure. He's not always the airship mechanic, but typically. Antimatter. Stop being so good, Antimatter. Let the other weapons have a turn. You're such a hog. Stealing all the glory. Yeah, wasn't he like one of the guys that joined your party or something right away? I feel like he's in everything except FF1. Somehow. But, you know. I haven't gone through the whole list in a while. That's not gonna work. You dummy. You big dummy. I know where you are. Alright, well, Rise of Xenonauts was pushing its luck, but still, suppressed. Wow. How about some antimatter pistol? He was bad guy in FF12? Yeah, well, I don't know much about FF12. That one's on the naughty list. I don't even think it's exactly a bad game. It's just it's on the naughty list. Alright, sorry Final Fantasy VII. Your North Cave is a little bit too whiny sounding. Alright. Most of the things on the ground floor have probably come outside. We should be able to move in now. I mean, we also, you know, blew up the front door. The battle system, it was... Actually, I wouldn't even say I disliked it. It was definitely a change to go to the auto battle, mostly controlling one unit at a time stuff. But I did like the system of queuing up conditions and responses. So, like, I wouldn't say FF12's battle system is exactly what turned me off. It was weird, but I could handle it. You know, I do like that programming type stuff, so using the greater than, less than, trigger spells and stuff. Like, I actually like the idea of eventually everybody automatically heals poison and revives people without you even clicking buttons. I thought that was actually kind of neat. I know some people hated it, but like that for me was fine. The action, but not really action style of it was not my favorite. Because it kind of felt like you were playing an action RPG. where you might be able to dodge an enemy's attack by, moving away from them. But it is not that, so that doesn't work. So the overworld just didn't quite work for me. Or like the world, like the map, walking around the map stuff. But no, overall I'd say it wasn't really the battle system. It was like... How do I explain FF12? I tried to play FF12 3 or 4 different times. On different friends, families, or personal PlayStation 2 copies. And I always stopped, I don't know how many hours in exactly, but different spots. And then I just got bored with it. So for me, the reason I don't like FF12 is mostly to do with the story being kind of slow and kludgy, and not, at least in the early game, not really doing a lot to interest me. Like, I know it's technically connected to Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice stuff, or at least Tactics Advance, but I never really got into it. It felt kind of like, those bad fantasy tropes when you're, when a mediocre fantasy writer just adds so many new words into their book or story that nobody knows what anything is. And, Final Fantasy has done this before, too. But I felt like FF12 specifically was like, the first 5 hours of the game was just random words and letters in a jumble. And unless I wanted to take notes, I was not going to know who was who. And I mean, that's just part of the getting used to the lore of the world. But that was like another minor turn-off. I really didn't like... what was the guy's name? The main kid's name? It was Pinello and... the other kid. The 2 kids that are like the main characters. I thought that was really... like, they had no reason to be there. Well, my problem... like, okay, the story is... I would generally... Van. I would also agree that gameplay is the most important. But if the story completely if I'm falling asleep with the story, if it's totally disengaged me, and the main characters are completely useless and have, like, okay, I mean, I'm not trying to rant too much here, but like, I didn't know why Van and Pinello were involved. Like, just go home, dumb kids. You've got no reason to be here. You're a little thief, whatever. Like, I didn't feel like they had any stake in the story. It should have followed either Balthier or... what was the name of the guard, the captain of the guard, that was actually probably supposed to be the main protagonist, or a combo of him and Balthier? Like, I forget the guy's name, but he was the one that was there at the very beginning of the story. Bosch, right? It made more sense for Bosch or Balthier, probably Bosch, really, to be the main character. And then Balthier would be your, like, he'd be your Han Solo, hanging around, helping out. That's your Luke and your Han Solo. Anyway, the story is not a winner. Like, I can play a game with a bad story. But it had a bad story for me, at least, early on. I didn't get far enough to really figure it out. And some of the characters were, well... yeah, I don't need any teenager street kids anymore. We had enough of that. So that was like a small strike. But no, what really stopped me, and it wasn't just that, because, I'm a patient Final Fantasy player. I've done my time. I always got stuck on these gigantic maps with nothing going on, where you're just walking across. And I think from what I've heard, it's a relatively common complaint. It's a fair ways into the story. It's not early on, but that gigantic desert you have to cross. There's these like platforms, you go up and then across and then down and then desert and desert and desert and then another big platform and then on and on. It just kept going on and on and on and on and on. And after, like, I don't know, I wasn't like fighting every single encounter, but I can't skip it. I'm not just gonna not do combat ever. Like, the game's, Anyway, I remember a couple times walking through that desert for a couple hours and just falling asleep, really. So, like, that was a really bad level for me. And I found a lot of the map design, the world design was just boring. Like, you spent so much time just traveling across an empty field, it felt like. I mean, I know it's not all desert, but a lot of it is just empty desert in that world. And I kind of got tired of that eventually and just gave up. But I did stop at different places. Like, I know I stopped on the desert once or twice. I liked... I think the first nice grassland area you get to... I forget the names of all these things, but like... There was the place with the crazy weather, where sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's dry. Like, that was cool. I was fine with that. And I was okay with the big open grass field area, because I think that was like where you started getting extra... Whatever the... not the experience, like the job points, whatever they called them in that game. I feel like there was a point where you start getting 2 or 3 of those per battle. I'm like, oh, sweet, now I can actually level stuff up. And that was around the grassy area, whatever it was called. So, you know, there were some points that I'm like, this could be a cool game. And, you know, I start making some progress, understanding the battle system and all that, and that was fine. But then I'd get to another one of those desert areas. Or, I mean, I just got really tired of desert areas. I don't know, they're not very interesting. It's like big, empty ice maps, you know, you gotta break those up. But, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to nail down exactly what killed FF12 for me, but, you know, the level up system seemed okay. And, the battle system was a bit weird, but it's fine. I think it felt slow. I think that was, if I was to sum it up, the game just felt too slow. I spent too much time walking around, not really progressing, listening to weird people say random words, and just, I wasn't really invested in the story because I didn't really care about Vaughn. Like, I don't really care about that kid, and, you know, I got far enough to see some of the quickening summon stuff where there was obviously some story, like, you know, it was getting the standard Final Fantasy treatment. It's hard when you don't care about your characters. Yeah, I always thought, even just with an emulator or something, if I was to play again with double or triple speed, it would make a big difference. And that's true for a lot of games. I also can't really play Pokemon type games, like, you know, it's been a while, but Pokemon, I just find everything so slow. And if I can play with some sort of speed up function, I have a lot more fun. My time, I mean, I'm playing a really slow game right now, obviously, but, you know, a lot of times when I'm playing something and the game is stopping me from clicking or moving, it's just, like, I found, like, even, what was it? What's my silly example? Just a totally just silly example. You know, you guys probably all know, you're all of the age. the healing, whatever the name of this, get over it, you old boomer. No, when you're healing your Pokemons at the not the Pokemart, the place where you heal them, whatever, the clinic. There's that little song that plays. I can't sing it, but you know, the little jingle that plays when your Pokemon are getting healed in the machines. That takes too long for me. I'm just sitting there being like, okay, let me move on, please. Nurse Joy and all of her cousins, yeah. I'm like, I get impatient. I'm like, okay, I don't, like, it doesn't even take very long. It's like a couple seconds, right? But I'm like, okay, thanks. Just heal them up and get me back out to the grind, you know? It's a minor nitpick, but, like, the older I get, the pickier I get with stuff like that. I'm like, don't just make me sit around and watch a little animation. Let me press A and click over it, right? I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who did I lose? Oh, hiding by the doorway. All right. But yeah, it's, you know, it's just stuff like that. And it's not just Final Fantasy 12, but like most of the PlayStation RPGs I've played all seem to have really slow, like, it just, everything feels slow. Battles start slowly. The camera pans around the battlefield for a couple seconds. You can't skip it. You just watch the camera show off their amazing PlayStation 2 graphics. And then your guys are doing a little hopping animation, getting all stretched out, ready to fight, and then the battle music ramps up, and, you know, a minute later I'm like, can I please attack? Or I'm just running away from this button. I don't need to fight this one. I'm just gonna run, it's fine. You know, like, I'm just sitting there like, come on, let me go. Patience decreases as age increases. I think that's part of it. I think as a kid, when I was younger, playing those games, it wasn't this big a deal. But also, like, okay, to be fair, the games I was raised on, stuff like Final Fantasy 1 or 4, 5, 6, you know, the first 6 anyway, Battle started instantly. Well, there was a... Okay, technically there was a sound effect, but the battle screens loaded almost instantly, and you could input fight or run almost as soon as the battle... Like, within, like, half a second, right? Once you got to the PlayStation era, the loading screen, and every battle... It seemed like from Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, it just kept taking longer and longer to actually get to the action. Now, I know 15 is a little different, and 12 was definitely different because of the way you were always sort of ready for battle, but you still walked... I don't know, 12 was slow for different reasons, but I'm complaining now more about, like, how... I think, like, the PlayStation 1 specifically, like, Final Fantasy 9 maybe was the best example, where... It was like, just, oh, you know what we should do here? Here, I am rambling again. Let's do the charges, because I want to, if there is a weapon commander, I really got to catch him. We're gonna drop, who's gonna do it? I actually want this stun rocket ready too. The load, like, Final Fantasy 9 was really slow. Final Fantasy 10 was pretty slow. Like, I think it's fair to say that the PlayStation 2 was a bit quicker loading times than the PlayStation 1 because it was DVDs rather than CDs. Bit faster load time, but some of them were still pretty rough. Anyway, you know, point is, I'm an old gamer. I like... I'm fine spending hours and hours doing the game. I just I want to be on my I want it to be on my terms. I don't want to have to wait for the game to let me play. Like right now, I don't consider, like, okay, if you're just watching along, this probably looks really slow. Like, okay, Blue's complaining about slow games while playing a game that takes forever. He's on like hundreds of hours. He hasn't even progressed. But the difference here is the speed is at which I am playing. Like, I can still always be controlling my characters and planning and doing stuff. When I'm waiting for the game to let me do things, it's different. For me, anyway. I don't want... Like, I wouldn't enjoy Xenonauts if every time I made an action it took real time, like 10 seconds for the... You know, the character make the little... They spin their sword around and they hop around and I can't touch anything until they get to their destination. You know, I don't want that. Like, I just want to click and go. And then, or even the enemy turns, right? Like if alien turns, and sometimes it does take a while, and hopefully it didn't just crash. But the longer the enemy phases are, the more I'm like, you know, let's get on with it, guys, you know. Okay. Explodey time. Everybody's favorite time. We are going to destroy anything in the corner spots. We've done cruisers. We've probably done dozens of cruisers by now. Maybe even hundreds of cruisers by now. If you don't know how I like to do cruisers, you haven't been watching, clearly. It's nice having, you know... we used to do this with, like, 8 or 10 soldiers. Now we've got 12. It's so much easier. Kill all weapon sergeants. Quick save. Thanks for reminding me. XCOM 2. Yeah, see, there was mods for XCOM 2 that would let you move your soldiers all at the same time. So that helped. But if you could only move one at a time and it, like, zoomed in with the action camera to follow them and you couldn't do anything while the action cam was on, like, I hated that stuff. I just want to, like, let me move my guys. Come on, weapon sergeant. It's pink. Pink with shoulder pads. Friggin' every time. I'm not seeing any weapon sergeants, though. Well, my minigun is bigger, but man, poor Faye, that was a rough start. That's him. Right there. That's the boy. That's my boy. Okay, good. This won't... There's no way this kills the weapon sergeant. At best, it might suppress him. And it killed the other one anyway. Perfect. Perfect. We can do this. That gun is so good. You gotta be very careful. Hey there, Runes. Alright. This isn't even gonna be that hard to capture, but it's very important. It's very important that we do capture him. So throw these over. And how much is it to throw? I didn't even... I should have remembered. How much is it to throw? 87. Oh, wow. Well, unfortunately, this one's not going to be able to connect. We don't need the operator at all. Hold on. I already learned my lesson. I'm such a dummy. Just do this. Just run up in front of him. Like, okay, we did talk about this before, and then I always forget. In this armor especially, why would you ever throw it? It's so dumb. It takes less time just to walk over there and drop it. It's so dumb. Anyway, we're fine. That was an unfortunate door counter, but we've got... I mean, this is probably going to work on its own anyway. Is there anything here? No, no. We're not killing the last one, so we can still pick the stuff up if we knock ourselves out, which is fairly likely. Anyway, the important thing is we have definitely captured that weapon sergeant. You know, it's no messing around with this with me on this channel. When it's time to capture him, you drop 2 shock charges in front of him, and then you hit him at point blank with an extreme rocket of stunning. Stunning +5. It's a very stunning rocket. Alright. Now, there's some stuff on the ground that I would prefer not to lose, so instead of ending the mission, we'll wait a little bit. Should probably heal this guy up too. So we don't want to kill him. He's going to be actually, this is a cruiser. This should be a tier 2 operator. So whatever gun he's got, it probably can't even really hurt us, especially with shields and power armor. It's more important that we like don't accidentally reaction fire him or anything, which shouldn't be a problem right now. And then this guy will wake up, we'll pick his stuff up, we'll just kill this jerk. Does he have a grenade? Even if he did, it wouldn't matter, because whatever he's got is a phase 2 equipment. But yeah, I didn't really want to lose these things. They're kind of hard to get, and this is a little bit expensive, and I should pick up my grenades. It's, you know, I've got some spares, but I'd rather not just toss them in the garbage. And then, you know, whatever. Just clean it up for later. Alright. Yeah, no, I don't think a basic operator from a previous phase is going to have any way to really hurt us at this point. We'll test this out. Does he have a reaction fire? Let's see how much damage he does. I'd be willing to bet that's a phase 2 kinetic pistol. Like, whatever it was called back in phase 2. Back with Meg Tech. Almost 100%. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. Alright, TAC Commander. Woohoo! That's what we needed. We can now finish the basic specialist tree. In fact, I'm so hyped. Let's go look over at our catch list. That's the last specialist we needed, I think. I can also confirm that this commander is not even new. So we're deleting that. That is from phase 4. So, all we need now is terror stuff, of course. We need a Sizen Dreadnought, I believe. Mattergy Tech, there you go. Runes knows everything. We need I think the Sizen Dreadnought operator is probably the one we need for the next data hack. And then Sebillians we will need, I believe it's one of the terror ones, and I think one of the bomber or battleship ones. But We'll see as we catch more of them. Anyway, good stuff. Nice, happy little mission. As long as it doesn't crash right here. We got another hybrid pistol. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, there you go. Matter-G pistol. It's right on the screen. But yeah, there's no way that guy was going to hurt us in our current tier of armor. No friggin' way. Good, 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 good. Still only seeing Reaper Zetas. I haven't seen any new Reapers this phase yet, but we haven't done Terror missions yet, so we'll see when we get there. Yeah, good little mission. The only some minor damage from something. I don't even remember. Oh, we got sniped a little bit. Standard, yeah. Harridan's on an ice map. That's how it goes. But here you go. Booyah! We need to question him further. Well, future tubers, I'm not going to end yet. That was a pretty quick mission. That was only like a 45-minute episode. 45-minute mission. That was better than a lot of missions have been lately. Let's quickly queue some disassembly up there. That was a cruiser. And we didn't really catch anything at all. There was a tank, though. So one killer tank. And I mean, I might as well do the pistol, I guess. And was there anything else? There could have been a power source, maybe? I didn't check. Yeah, one reactor. Better than nothing. Probably no dark weapons. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see where the tech leads us. 50 scientists. It's more than 50 scientists. We went to 99. They're not even all on the same base. It's like there's 50 guys in Australia poking them with a stick. And then there's another 49 guys in North America watching it on the internet TV they've got set up in here. The 1981 internet TV. Okay, boomer. They have to clean up the tubes to watch it. Oh, yeah, we're doing some disassembly back here. C-Team always needs more stuff. They're poor. So we get some interruptions for a little while. Oh yeah, I was gonna do some aircraft. We'll save the aircraft for next episode, but I'll probably in between recordings I'll move some aircraft construction materials around a little bit because it's gonna be time to build some more contrails, I think. Here we go. More exciting though, of course, is the science. It's always about that science. The last weapon sergeant to research. We already did the grenades. We've already done the grenade tech. We will need to look at alien incinerator tech, assuming we have enough incinerator rifles. And if we have enough advanced incinerator technology, we may be able to get to advanced mass technology. That's all I need for now. So let's learn about their flamethrowers. Superheated magma, plasma shell. Oh boy, guys, railguns are coming. It's gonna take a little while, but, you know, 99 researchers, they're pretty good at their job. Okay, gotta speed run it again. Can't let this video go over an hour. T-Dogs is excited. I sure hope the railguns are better than the sonic guns, because those were pretty borderline. Alright. Incinerator tech. Well, it's fire tech except higher, right? They've pushed out even more heat than before. It's also sticky, so that sucks. Resin, like on an arrow, sticks to you and burns you to death. Great! Sure, but that'll hopefully get us to advanced alien mass technology. As it does. And I would assume that the incinerator technology is the dead end, maybe will lead to one thing one day technology. For now, mass tech first. And then I guess the leftover guys can do that. Alien reactor. Done. Okay. Science, science, science. Oh yeah, by the way, we did a new research, a new ship, a new data core. This might lead to some research as well, you never know. Actually, it should. It should be the next wave of whatever those sonic type beams were. So the cargo ship, it has that annoying long range auto fire thing that I hate. Resources, lots of engines, lots of weapons. Actually pretty good haul. For a relatively easy mission, I would say that's a lot of heavy weapons and heavy engines. So that's pretty good. That might be worth doing. Just if we want to grind aircraft items, that seems decent for that at least. For a not too difficult mission. No science. Alright, we're not getting any weapons off it. Oh, you were worried that a grenade would destroy the stuff on the ground. Yeah. You know, operators aren't that smart. Advanced incinerator tech. Well, we got this one first. I don't think this is going to do anything except maybe one day in the brainstorming pot. Not yet. Can only hope that one day we'll have the most advanced, extremist of antimatter technology. Advanced alien mass tech. Alright, basically let's get Mark II railguns. Standard stuff. Let's go learn about advanced rails. Even though our railguns have proven to be quite effective in the field, I have not built a single railgun. We've come with some serious theories of improving them. Upgrade our base defenses. Oh no. I was so happy with our mag defenses. What is our current... Just for science, let's try to remember this. Mag batteries, they should all have a 50-50 hit rate, assuming they're all the same. And it's 11,000 damage per hit. Let's see what the next tier is if we remember later. Hopefully the aliens leave us alone for just a little bit longer. Advanced rail tech. Okay, let's get a little bit of an idea of what kind of stats to expect here. So add ballistic cores, mech railgun, but we don't care about mechs all that much. We do have alien explosives. This doesn't really tell me anything about what kind of weapon this will make. It's too bad. Well, we've got all the default rail weapons, plus a vehicle singularity cannon. Ooh. Sounds good. I don't think we will get the AP from it, but we should check. Usually you need another data hack for the AP cannon, but that would be amazing if I could get that. Anyway, we've got lots of researchers, so what we'll do is the same thing as last time, where we just assign 10 per weapon, because there's too many. I need to like do this one first. There's too many guys trying to compete. Sorry. This was supposed to be easy, but then it got all complicated. There we go. Basically, I just want to do it like this. Assign 10 at a time. It will all come through pretty much at the same time, very quickly. It only takes like 5 or 6 to get excellent speed anyways, so... You might say, Blue, you've probably hired too many researchers, but hey, why not? Research like crazy. I don't actually think you need like 200 researchers. That's a little bit much. Okay, now we should get 1 or 2 Mark IIIs. We did do 1 civilian data hack. We did 1 of the data hacks for civilians, so you never know. Wait, that's... I mean, that is more hype, but let's keep them all together. Should still only take like a day. Oh, they didn't give me any time to research it, guys. Darn it. We got some big ships. But is there anything new? That's... Well, we haven't done a heavy shuttle yet, to be fair. No terror ships. We're on a roll. Can you max out at excellent? Yeah, there's just It's like diminishing returns. Once you get to excellent speed, adding more, each additional scientist provides less speed to the research project. 99 is still faster than 10, but you know, it's fastest optimally to research everything in parallel in excellent speeds, I think. There might be a point of, there might be some optimization if you do the math, but you know, it's fine. So, bomber battleship, Androns. No real tech here, probably. Torpedo corvette, definitely not there. First time data core. Battle cruiser with Androns, lots of Androns today. Sizen Xenomorphs battle carrier. None of this looks... Just the shuttle mission looks like it'll be actually new technology. Oh yeah, this. That was the shuttle that destroyed everything. Not the shuttle, the cargo ship, supply ship. Alright, contrails can handle it. Let's, Is this Brunei? I feel like this might be Brunei. We'll send these guys to lure the interceptors over to land in Brunei. Meanwhile, catching this will be difficult. 6,000 kilometers an hour. Contrails are fast, but not that fast. And then battleships are tough as nails. Definitely want to go with cyclones. And corvettes barely even count. We'll just send one Fury. Battle carrier needs interceptors to deal with the escorts. Those were shuttles too, weren't they? So it doesn't matter where we shoot them down, they just disappear anyway. And battle cruisers are no big deal, really. Let's use some Furies. Okay, let's get this air part done. Or try, anyway. I think what I'll do is I'll send... sort of 3 directions at it. See if we get lucky and pinch it in. Because I'd like to get a mission out of it. So the shuttles we can just destroy anywhere. We need to stay a little bit away from the battle carrier, because it'll have the standard complement of drones and stuff. But we do have some space to work with. And honestly, these shuttles... I think as long as we stay together, max out our DPS. We've got, you know, tier 3 high damage beams. Slow it on down a bit here, so we got a little bit more time. It was close, but we still destroy them fast enough. I think if you were playing on a higher difficulty air game, you'd want to take some shots and then move out of the way. But these things are so nimble, I don't know how well that would work. Doing the dogfighting minigame would be tricky. As long as you're going slow enough, though, you might be able to handle it. Just need to start slowing down a little quicker. What are you doing going towards the thing there? Alright, we're fine. Totally fine. Alright, so that's the escorts dealt with. Now the carrier can be dealt with by lotuses, or loti, I don't know. Lotuses, I guess. The formula for science, for, what was I just talking about? For the researcher speeds. If you want to share it, that's fine. Ah, bad timing. Got to catch them over land. Dang it. I think it's worth not shooting it down until we get on land if we can possibly set that up. But yeah, sure, if you want to... If it's not too complicated, I can probably wrap my head around it. Do I want to do this mission? Sizen, battle carrier. There's no operator. We could catch some xenomorphs, but honestly, right now, I'm not really... I want to research more than I want to do gigantic missions, so let's just shoot it down. They took the bait. I think they're coming up towards our interceptors. You know, we'll do this one, but it... Oh, you're supposed to attack from behind. I know this. But as long as, you know, Furies are still fast enough. Oh, wait. No, this is fine. This is fine. I thought I needed my anti-missile, but not against corvettes.
Let's wrap this up.
It actually takes so long to lock on. I was a little bit getting worried there, but man, those singularity torpedoes do so much damage. So much damage. Alright, let's take down this carrier here.
Gotcha.
Speaking of singularity torpedoes, why don't we do this one all, like, professional-like, you know? We're gonna not fire the big torpedoes until the little torpedoes lure out his anti-air defenses. I'm pretty sure he has those. Yeah, he shot one down. Now we fire our torps. And then just get out of the way. A little bit faster, please. I don't even know if you needed their torpedoes in that sense, but, you know. Seeing as they do so much damage, you don't want them to shoot them down. It's kind of funny. If you had more HP, you'd probably need to do a couple little tricks like that, but... just kind of funny. Overwhelmed with little baby torpedoes. Oh, you know, I was gonna upgrade those too, wasn't I? I didn't actually upgrade them to tier 4. The low sonic torpedoes are not our final form. Yeah, those are tier 3. I was gonna upgrade them to, what was it? The warp missiles, I think? I just never really picked. It's like there was piranhas at low range and then warp at longer, yeah. And I think, yeah, sonic to warp. And they just fire them twice as fast. Sure. Yeah, we should probably upgrade the Lotuses to warps. I forgot about that. They look pretty good, you know. That's something to do with the air game when we get around to it. Bomber battleship. So this is definitely the more difficult ship for this phase at the moment. Was this something that had operators on it? Sadly, like, what we would like is a bomber battleship from Sebillians would actually get us the chance to get the operators we want. But Androns don't. So we're behind it. I'll try to math out the formula here in a second, Runes. Once I finish this round of air combat and end the episode, I think. Intercept, or not intercept. Engage. Now, he doesn't have any point defense. He does have a lot of big guns. I don't think we need to go afterburners. We just need to be not getting too close to him and using our evasion rolls smartly. Actually, yeah, this will work. Because we can shoot down his missiles. It's really the, well, technically you could figure out who he's aiming at. I don't know if this actually helps. Usually I keep them grouped together, but you could just roll the 1, and if he switches targets, that probably makes it even easier for the, well, if he alternated, it would make it easier for your cooldowns, but, like, this is fine. Oops. And then if you... yeah, okay, that's the problem. You gotta be a little bit more on top of it. Fusion singularity torpedoes, folks. I wonder how much HP can those things have at max? Would that be enough? Because I think we're doing, just with the 2 cyclones, we're doing about 9,000 damage. I bet you that's not quite enough on its own. At max difficulty, anyway. Oh, I'd get you pretty close, though. You need to bring somebody else, or actually, I bet you the pulse. If you did 9,000 damage with those torpedoes, and then just ran up real fast, your cannons would probably finish them off. So I think 2 cyclones could still take this down, even on the higher difficulties, without too much trouble. Oh, we got him. I'm glad we had some cyclones down here. So much faster. Okay. actually, technically new mission at least. So for this, he's got about the same range as we do. So we need to do some tricks here. But we've got such a better arc of fire. Let's... Oh, I gotta get used to my cyclone roll speed. I forget. That should work. Yeah, no problem. These weapons are probably my favorite cannon weapons so far. Particle pulse. Good stuff. Okay, 2 more battles. We'll manual fight it out. Hunter Beam, Contrail should be a decent matchup here, at least until I get either particle pulses for everyone or some other tier 4 weapon. Let's see. I want to aim at the back one first, so let's see if this is about right. Yeah, if we go through around here... See, this guy's already turning towards us. I actually missed my angle there a little bit. But these guys are fast for now. Now they're behind us. We need to roll and then start turning. And we can roll in a second. Roll to your right. We need a little bit more distance between the UFOs and us. A little bit more distance. And we want to hit the back one again first. That was a better roll for sure. Getting the hang of it. Something like that. Still over, like, I needed to roll a little bit earlier. But it's one more shot, it's dead. You figured out what happened with the base defense? Oh yeah, how did that go down? Where just everything started dead, exploded. The game thinks you damaged it to certain percentages. Well, this is silly, but we'll do this one anyway. The power. Well, unless we come in at a bad angle. I guess one thing about the singularities, the torpedo arc is not quite as generous as the previous tier, the fusions. So if this hits, it's gonna hurt, but not enough. All right, and if we just stay out of the range of his rest of his weapons, that no big deal. That's 5 torpedoes, almost 20,000 damage. There's not a whole lot of UFOs that can take 5 singularity torpedoes in one volley, so cool. All right, well, future tubers, we're gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna do at least this mission. It should be a relatively quick one for the data core, and I'll decide if anything else is worth my time, because what I really want is to talk about all the new stuff we're researching. And that'll be coming next episode. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.